Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make this card for someone wonderful. We are using elements from the Sale-A-Bration catalog as well as a stamp set from the new mini catalog, as well as the Tasteful Textile embossing folder from the annual catalog. So this is the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper in 6x6. And it is available as a Sale-A-Bration item. And we're using the Sale-A-Bration set Special Moments for someone who is wonderful in each and every way. And then the Amazing Silhouettes stamp set. We're also using the layering circles dies and the stitched rectangle dies. So let's go ahead and get started. I need a scrap of paper to stamp and cut out the butterfly and also for the greeting. I've got a Magenta Madness card base with a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of the striped designer series paper. I don't use the Magenta Madness very often, so I thought I would step just outside of my comfort zone and go ahead and use this one. So I've got my butterfly stamp. I'm just going to ink it up and I'm going to put it towards the top of my scrap of paper, and then I'm just going to ink up my greeting and pop it down. So that's the stamping done. Doesn't matter that this is crooked because we are going to cut it out. So I didn't line everything up perfectly on that one, but that's okay. I also need a scrap of the Magenta Madness. So I've got that so that I can cut out the circle and the background. So I will use the largest of the the layering circles, not the stitched rectangles. And so I'll put that down like that. And then I'm going to take the largest of the stitched rectangles and layer it on as well. So I can cut these both at the same time. I'm angling the paper so that this doesn't go through as a hard edge. And I'm just going to layer this up and run it through the machine. And then I will do the smaller of the layering circles and the smaller of the stitched rectangle dies on the stamping that we just done. So let's take that out of the machine now. So there is our circle and our rectangle. So I'm just going to put these off to the side. And now I need to come in and put my circle die down. And I am just going to anchor this with a sticky note. And I'll line this up and I'll anchor this with a sticky note as well. Okay. And I'm going to turn the page just a little bit like that so that, again, I don't have that hard edge going through. So we'll run this through the machine and then I will emboss the circle that goes behind the butterfly. Sorry, very noisy here this morning. All right. So I'm just going to pop this off like this. I'm going to remove my plates because when I'm embossing with a 3D folder, I just need my number one, my base plate, and putting this through with the Stampin' Up! Logo up so I know which way up it goes, and then my embossing folder plate, and I will run that through. So here in Edmonton at the moment, it is incredibly cold and still managing to snow. So I'm using these lovely bright colors to help offset the very, very white and gray weather at the moment. So let's just pop these out. And there we go. So there's all the elements that I need to make this card. So let's just get started with putting them together. So I'm just going to flat mount my 5 1/4 by 4 piece of designer series paper from the Sunshine and Rainbows. And I'm going to drop that down like that. And then I need to mount my butterfly onto its background. Just make sure I've got that equally distant. And there we go. And I'm going to flat mount the greeting as well. And then I'll use dimensionals to attach everything to the front of the card. So this is a nice and bright. I like the special moments set because it does have so many different greetings on it. It really is a wonderful set. All right, breaking out a new package of dimensionals. So I'm just going to put 3 on the back of the greeting and 3 on the back of the butterfly. And then we can mount it up and we are good to go. All righty. So here we go. Let's put the butterfly. You can put the butterfly any way up you want. I kind of like him this way, but you could put it this way or more straight if you wanted to. So I'm just going to put that down and then peel the back off the greeting and we're done. So pretty quick, straightforward card today. And this one is easy to line up because we've got the stripes to follow. So we just make sure we're straight and even from the sides. So there we go. A really bright, cheery card to let someone know how wonderful they are. So thanks so much for watching and let's create together again soon.